A lot has changed, y'all, since I originally built this van out 13 months ago. My marriage ended. I deconstructed the van. I reconstructed the van. I moved into the van, and then I drove 2,200 miles to my favorite place, the Oregon coast. All right, let me show you what I did. We'll just start outside. Got the diesel heater right here, and then that plug goes inside. I can show you that once we get inside. And then I got the hose going up here and through the vestibule of the tent. And then I've got a hole cut out where I installed a deck plate on the back door, and then the hose just goes through that. And then here's the SUV tent. That's a Wildfinder SUV tent. I got it off Amazon, and it is awesome. I got the awning back here, and those poles did not come with the tent. I already have those. My other tent that I started with when I first came out here 2 months ago, it did not make it. So rip to that. This one is way better anyway. It's nice and dry inside with all the rain out here. I love it. And then what I did, so we can have daylight during the day and still see outside, I bought a clear plastic tarp on Amazon, and then I just cut it down to fit it to the door. And I got some double-sided Velcro and stuck that up there. I had to use E6000 glue to get it to stay on there. Otherwise, the sticky on the back of that Velcro is shit anyway, so it wasn't going to stay. But yeah, that works great. There's my cold plunge. Some boxes I need to burn. So I do dishes. Well, I rinse. If I have a lot of dishes, those are Thanksgiving dishes, which you'll see that video, I guess, in a few days. Yeah, I'm just now washing those this morning. It's been 3 days since Thanksgiving, but it's fine. Okay, let's go in the tent and look around. All right, here's looking in from the van into the tent. This vestibule on this is pretty large. It's long. Both the doors are open, and I still got room behind. So what I did, I was taking the hitch carrier off, but once I got this tent, I need that to get, so I can step through and get over. And so Miss Paisley can jump over too. Yeah, you good girl. You're going to stay right there for now, okay? Yeah, you're a good girl. Okay, over here, I just have my towel hanging up here. This is the other side of the diesel heater. It just goes through there. And then I can just put it, through the tent, or I push it back through when I close the door at night when we go to bed. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And then right there, I've got my stove set up there. I got these 2 cargo boxes. Everything in here either has a little spot in the van or it fits in one of these 2 boxes. And then they ride on this hitch carrier when we're in between spots, when we're moving around. And then I've just got stuff out that I use all the time. Most of my pots and pans and dishes are in there. And then there's Paisley's food and just some random stuff. And then I keep dry food in here and then spices in that other box. What's up, girl? What you need? You need something? Is Timmy in the well again? Is he? Is Timmy in the well? All right, girl. Look you. And on the chair table, Paisley's food and water. I had an inflatable couch, didn't we, Paisley? Yeah, she's sad about it, but it's gone. Yeah, it's gone, isn't it? What happened to it? What happened to it? Did you pop it? No, she poked a couple holes in it, so I patched it and then put it away because we don't really need it. She prefers to sit inside the van anyway, so. All right, let's take a look inside the van. You want back in there? Okay. Go on. And that's how we do that. Let's go see what I did inside the van. I installed those 4 LED lights. They're magnetic. They're 12 volt. I got them on Amazon. They're great. I also got this tapestry, and I just use magnets to put it up there. And it's just there to hide the wires from the lights. I kept the build really simple. I've got a sleeping platform here on the right. And that extends out, which I think I already told you about, but there's that. And then that cushion on the back there, that goes down in there. I just put that blanket on there to kind of protect it from paisley during the daytime because it's a constant battle of dog hair, sand, and pine needles out here. So, but I'm not complaining. I don't mind. I wouldn't trade it for anything. But underneath here, I've got my clothes stored. And I had everything in baskets, which I can show you. See, that flips up. But yeah, it's moist out here on the coast, y'all. So I put my clothes in these bags to keep them dry. And then it also flips up on this other side. Look out, girl. Go get in your bed. Go. Go get in your bed. And that's where Paisley usually sleeps, right there. Her dog bed fits up there when the seat is folded down. The back of that seat has like a hard plastic cover on it, and her bed just fits perfectly there. And she spends a lot of time up there. She likes it. I don't know. Okay. So there's just some other extra clothes and shoes and stuff in there. But yeah, that flips up. But yeah, that basket, I had those all in there, but that was not working out for my clothes. The shelf was the only thing I didn't change. And she's still going strong, still sturdy. It's been almost 14 months and it hasn't fallen on my head yet. We better knock on that again. But yeah, all my bathroom stuff I keep up here. Got these. I've got first aid stuff up there, my hats, shower bag. And this shelf cabinet I built, I've got my charge controller right there. And then I've got a little power bank thing here. And I Velcroed that down. And then a power strip. And that's where the solar's coming in from up there. And then I've got my batteries down here on the bottom. Right there. I've got some tools down there too. But yeah, when I originally built this cabinet, I had my kitchen items in there, pots, pans, all my cooking stuff, and then a few dry foods, grocery items. And then I had my water. This was big enough to fit 2 of those 5-gallon water jugs side by side. But I changed it up. So I turned this section. I now have all my craft stuff in here for creating jewelry and art and stuff. So I went and got these at the Dollar Tree. And then it's just all down in there. If y'all want to see that, you're going to have to check out my other channel, The Wandering Veteran Handmade. I know it's a real original name, but yeah. And there's just some other crafty items down there and stuff. And I've got stuff up here that I use a lot. Wire and more wire. Safety mating supplies. Oh, safety mating supplies up there too. Oops. And then I got these magnetic shelves on Amazon. They're also great. I highly recommend those. They haven't fallen off yet. And then, oh, there's some bracelets that I made. These are also 420 friendly. But yeah, I think I made these like 2 years ago. But these are the ones I wear. But I am going to start creating again. So, and there's my journals over here. For being such a small space, I do have a lot of things in here. I mean, it fits everything that I need, and even some things I don't need. And before you ask, I need every one of those journals that you just saw over there. Those are necessary for me. But for real though, I mean, I have a lot that I can fit in here, and everything has its place, and I love it. I'm really happy out here. Well, I'm so grateful to be out here. I'm so grateful to be on the road again. I've been staying at Thousand Trails. I've been out here for a little over 2 months now. And yeah, I have a Thousand Trails membership from when my ex and I were full-time in an RV. And we did that for almost 7 years. So I'm not new to life on the road. I love it. I've missed it. We stopped about 3.5 years ago. And I've just been craving to come back to it. And I've been dying to come back to the Oregon coast. My first time here was in 2018, and I've been here a few times, and I love it. So I'm so grateful to be out here. So the plan is I'm just going to bounce around Oregon until we get closer to summertime. Um, and then I'm going to go back to Missouri, and I am going to visit my grandson and my kids and my friends. And then I'm going to bring my booty right back to Oregon where it belongs. I love it here. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. You know, go down, comment, subscribe, the things. Go do the go. I don't know. There'll be things somewhere. Go do those. Also, do something to love yourself today, even if it's tiny, because your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship that you have. It is the foundation for every other relationship in your life: people, pets, plants, things, everything. So love yourself. I'm the Wandering Veteran, and this is just the beginning.